Welcome back to another cruise video. So today we're going to be talking about 10 things that I didn't like on my recent cruise on the MSC Divina. With the bad, of course there's the good, so I will give you a list of things that I did like about the cruise. This was my first cruise with MSC. It was on the MSC Divina for 4 nights. We stopped in Nassau, Bahamas and the MSC's private island, Ocean's Key. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go watch them. The link will be in the pinned comment and the description. And if you're new here, make sure to follow me on Instagram and follow me on Facebook. This list is not in any specific order. I just kind of made notes as I went on through the trip. The first thing on my list, the first thing I noticed were the elevators were so slow. Not only were they slow, they were like really tight. We did have a stroller. Normally we would just take the stairs because it's so much faster, but we did have Leo, so the stroller was an issue. Getting in and out of that. One of them wasn't even working. Some floors you would press and they would just skip them. The second thing on the list is the buffet. So there are 2 buffets. They're kind of the same, but not the same. It wasn't very organized. The flow wasn't very good. You couldn't really tell where the first buffet ended and the second one started. The first area when you walk in was a lot busier. So a little tip is go to the back, but I feel like the first one had more options, like the pizza was there. The setup was a little weird. The third thing, continuing with the buffet, is they put these random like bar seating near the buffet area, but I feel like it just clogged up the space and it was very unnecessary to be there. They could have cleared up that space to open it up because sometimes it does get very tight in there. Number 4, to continue with the food, the desserts were slacking. All over the ship, there wasn't too many good dessert options. Maybe people liked the desserts that they had, but I feel like there wasn't a great variety. And the stuff that they did have was kind of slacking in like flavor, and there was nothing really that stood out with desserts. I didn't even see any cookies on there. Number 5. The room layout was a little bit weird. I've never been on a ship where the bed is right at the front of the door. Usually it's like the couch space where you can walk in and then it's the bed. But the bed was right there. So it made it very awkward with the stroller. The stroller that we had barely fit in the door, and then we couldn't really get it past the bed. We like kind of had to fold it up to bring it to the other side, which got annoying. Number 6 is actually an issue with the passengers. There were a lot of people that weren't very friendly. For example, we would be waiting long for the elevator, and then an elevator would come and we're with the stroller, and then they would come after us, but they would rush into the elevator. And then we would have to wait because we wouldn't fit. And a lot of people, if you're walking around, you're on vacation, everyone's having a good time. If you say hi to people, usually they say hi back. A lot of people just kind of ignored us and they never really said hi, and they kind of wanted to do their own thing, which is fine. It's just an observation that it was kind of weird, because usually other ships, if you say hi and then you can talk to people, you have a conversation. But I get it, some people just want to mind their own business and not be bothered by me. Number 7, we're going over to dinner time. So I noticed that at dinner, it takes a lot longer than other ships. Now, maybe this is for a reason. They want you to take your time, nice and calm. But if you are in a rush to go see a show, or you have a child and you have to get them to sleep, it does take a long time for dinner. Next one on the list is the beach towels. On this ship, I don't know if all MSC's ships are like this, but you have to bring your towels from your room when you get off to go to the beach. On other ships, you usually go down, you grab your towels just before you get off, and then when you come back on, you drop them off. I really like that better, instead of bringing them from the room, then bringing them back up to the room, waiting for them to grab them. It's just a thing that's a little less convenient, I find. Not a huge deal, just something I noticed. And the last one on the list is water. There wasn't too many places to go fill up water. Like if you had a bottle, the only place that I really noticed was at the buffet. If you've been on the ship and you know other places, please let me know and let us know in the comments. But I feel like the buffet was the only area for that. But overall, these issues weren't like a deal breaker to book the trip. They were small things. These are personal things. Maybe some of these things people don't really care about. But now let's talk about the things that I did like about this trip. Going on the ship, it was pretty affordable. There was healthy food options if you were into that. Also, there was food options for babies at the dinner table, which was great too. It could be a positive or a negative for different people. You don't really see your stewardess. Some people, like on other ships, they are like right in there. You see them all the time. You get to know them. This time, I don't even think, we barely saw ours, which is also kind of nice because they leave you and they let you do your own thing. The shower had the plastic doors instead of just a shower curtain, which is great because a lot less mess, and you can actually push it in to have more room when you're not using the showers. That was a pretty cool thing. There was music in the hallways. That was like a nice little touch. You're walking through the hallways to get to your stateroom and you hear music. I don't know, something pretty cool. I don't think I've noticed that on other ships. If other cruise lines have that, let me know. The pizza was amazing. They kept the pizza going early morning to late night and it was always good. Really good quality pizza. Also, another thing that stood out was the french fries. French fries were really good all the time on this ship. But yeah, pizza, thumbs up for that. Checking in and checking out was super fast, really easy to do, and very convenient. No issues with that. That was really good. The dining had great service. There was a bunch of people coming around to help us. They asked if we needed a high chair for Leo, and they would always like interact with him, try to make him laugh, and it was little things like that that was pretty nice too at the dinner. At the buffet, everyone was so quick to clean up a mess. Like if people were putting plates down, finished plates, there was never a mess. The buffet was always clean. They were always on top of things. The plates never piled up on the table. They were quick to come pick them up. Yeah, definitely do work hard on the ship. Overall, we had a great time. Once again, if you haven't seen that trip, make sure you go watch it. I know everyone's experience on a cruise is gonna be different. These were just thoughts that I had while I was going through the trip and just made some notes on it. But yeah, nothing was a deal breaker. Overall, I would cruise on MSC again. People complain about the food I see, but I had no issues with the food. The food was fine, just the desserts. Service was good. It is a little different. It's a European cruise line, so how they do things is gonna be different from the American cruise lines. But overall, it was good. I enjoyed the stops, and yeah, let me know what you think about this. If you're new, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.